welcome to the viewers. We have been promising a couple of gameplay videos for you guys for a while. So to start with it, we have the Mono Villain Androids deck playing against the Super Earth Super Saiyan 3 Goku build here. Bus Saiyan is on the left and Kkaksjaudil is on the right. Obviously, Bus Saiyan starts with a Chi generation, generating Commander Red into the Chi and plays Ninja Murasaki for free on turn 0. Then Kkaksjaudil takes his turn, he draws his card and he charges Chi, which seems to be an old Kai there, which gives him access to Alien Chi, which he doesn't necessarily need, so it's probably not one of the best Chi generations to go with, but the game's gonna build on anyway. He plays Krillin for turn 0, which is a pretty good start, although probably the turn 0 Goku would be better. And already we have the Androids deck drawing a card and generating a Chi, which is a Daizu, and also Commander Red comes into play, which grants everybody, all the Red Ribbon guys, +1/+1, and there is immediately an attack happening there. That team is a 4 at this point, and Goku just takes the damage, puts a Dragon Ball coin on Krillin. They change the turn counter, turn 2 for the Androids deck, and already we have Goku charging Chi, it's an energy shield going into Chi, which gives him access to 2 Chi. He also discards using Krillin's ability, discard a card, draw a card. And he then discards Vegeta for his hand limit. Android then generates Chi, which is a Cell, and plays Dr. Gero, which allows him to search his deck for an Android card and put it on the top of the deck. It seems to be an Android 14, which we all know is actually Android 15, but Bandai screwed up that naming. Puts the card back on the top and discards a Murasaki to draw that 14 up into the hand. A little bit of counting, a little bit of seeing what the best available team scenario is here, and of course we have a team of 4, which is Commander Red and Gero, and also Murasaki is a 3, so Super Saiyan 3 just takes the 2 planet damage, gives Krillin another 2 Dragon Ball coins and takes his turn. Charges 1 Super Saiyan 3 Goku into the Chi, which tends to be not a great move, but we still have Tien to recover it, and Dr. Relo is a pretty good play, uses it immediately, being the attacker, reveals a Goku and a Kamehameha, takes the Goku into hand and the Kamehameha put into Chi. Creates a team of 6 and attacks, and Android decides to put the Supreme Commander Red team at the front of it, and also Dr. Gero is using a 4 Witches technique, but also the Goku team is using a Kamehameha. Krillin is using a Kamehameha and is targeting Dr. Gero. So both teams take damage. Techniques go into the Chi, and of course this is a pretty good move for the Goku team to have this early damage put on. Android takes another turn, generates Chi, a little bit of team shuffling, obviously there is no warriors to be played at this point in time in the hand, and sends out the team of what we have Murasaki on a 3 plus Red plus Gero. So Kkaksjaudil just decides to take the planet damage. It's a planet damage of 2, so he gets 2 Dragon Balls, is up to a Dragon Ball count of 5 now. Takes his turn 3 for him. A Krillin goes into Chi and he plays Tien, and he's which allows him to take a card back into his Chi, and he decides to put Kibito back into his Chi. Then we have some team formations here. Tien goes on to the top and sends out the attacking team. No, he doesn't. Oh, he does, yes, sorry. And yes, Bus Saiyan just takes the 2 planet damage at this point in time. He's very much in the lead in terms of planet damage, so it makes sense to take those damages and just cash in on some Dragon Balls. Saiyan takes his turn, generates chi, and uses a backup to get Daizu back into the hand for Colonel Violet. And he's looking to spend 1 chi to put 14 into play, and of course when 14 comes into play, you can also put into play a 15, which is a really good combination, one of the many strengths of the Android deck, of course, which gives him 2 deployment basically in the turn. Looking at team formation here, we have Android, the 2 androids of course together with Zero in the back, and that's a pretty strong team of, I believe it's 10, but might be stand corrected. And Kkaksjaudil just takes the damage. It's too much to put his 1 team against, but of course he gets up to 7 Dragon Balls, which is pretty good. He now has access to one of his 3 wishes. He also takes his turn, generates chi, on 18 goes into chi, but she has backup, so that is not a serious problem. And backs up Kibito for a Vegeta. Kibito comes into play, and he uses his wish to get rid of 3 planet damage, which is Emperor Pilav's wish. Pretty good wish, I would say. It's very standard, but it's a very good wish for any deck. It can really claw you back a couple of turns, especially if you know that you have a good plan to get back into the game properly. So at this stage we have 4 planet damage on Kkaksjaudil's side and 2 planet damage on the Android side. And Kkaksjaudil sends out his team, and Android team just takes the damage. Again, there is probably no point to get in the front of that team if you haven't got the right techniques in your hand to avert the imminent loss of power from your team. So we see another generation of chi, this time from the hand, if I've seen it right. For 2 chi, then he puts into play Fading Riches with 2 time counters, so that allows him to draw 3 cards. And then he plays Android 13 and puts it into the team with the 2 previously deployed androids. Of course, the 2 androids counts as 1 because 15 has a life 14. So he builds up a very, very strong team there indeed. And Kkaksjaudil puts his TN team at the front of the Android 13 led team, and he uses Katana Slice to Katana Slice 13, and then he plays another Katana Slice. I think the first one was used by Tien, the second one is used by Krillin, and this time he's going to Katana Slice I think maybe 14, just basically to dish out -2, -2s. So the 13 led team takes a damage, 13 himself takes the damage, which goes very well to Kkaksjaudil's side. He takes his turn, he plays the turn 0 Goku, generates chi, and at this point Saiyan decides to discard 0 and heal 13. Kkaksjaudil doesn't attack, so Saiyan takes his turn, draws a card, generates some chi, and then he plays Daizu. Of course, he discarded a card at this point for Fading Riches already, which was just cut out there. And he decides to discard Daizu to remove the Fading Riches event from play, so he doesn't have to discard any further cards. Then Team Organization gives him a very powerful team. He's doing a bit of counting there. Fairly solid team there. Sends out just the 1 to attack. Oh, he doesn't. He just puts the team into order, and then he does not attack. Kkaksjaudil takes his turn, draws a card, Old Kai is put into chi, and he decides to play Awakened by the Anger in his strategy phase. Put in a ironically paying for it with a Super Saiyan 3 Goku from his chi. So he takes the turn 0 Goku back into his hand and puts into play the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which is an excellent play. That is one of the main ideas in the deck. The only minor mistake here, of course, he could have done this in the action phase to completely surprise Saiyan, but you know, in the heat of the battle, sometimes it's quite difficult to think of such occasions. So casually, Saiyan just puts Ninja Murasaki at the front of that huge team. At this point, it's an 11 plus, of course, there are 3-4 cards in the chi, so that was a team attack of 15. On Goku's side, it just made sense to put some little guy at the front of it. He then takes his turn. He plays Super 17, which is a massive play for Saiyan, and he creates a humongous team. So 17 is a 7 attacking power, but the whole team must be around 14-15. I'm not quite sure here. It's a massive team. Don't forget, Super 17 also gets a growth coin every time the opponent uses a beam technique, and Kkaksjaudil decides to use a Kamehameha with Goku. Use it on, and of course 17 gets the growth coin. Goku uses the Kamehameha to completely kill off Commander Red. He should have gone to the chi there, but few minor mistakes are, well, of course, if it happens, it does happen. And because 17 got the extra growth coin, Goku's team does get the damage, and of course he did pay some quite important chi, which made Goku much stronger. And of course 17 has Fierce as well, so that was one card put from the top of the planet into the discard area. Kkaksjaudil takes his turn. We just count how many cards are there left. We got 6 cards left in Kkaksjaudil's planet, which is well, it's fairly short. Okay, he discards Kibito Kai to give Kibito Kai a growth coin. Of course, that's one of the many good possibilities with Kibito Kai being behind Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Very easy way to extend the support value of Kibito Kai there. And Saiyan is thinking. Alright, he draws. Kkaksjaudil goes into turn 8 at the end of his turn. His turn counter is moved to 8. So he drew a card, he generates a Chi Saiyan, and he plays second form Cell, which is of course another brilliant supporting warrior. Plays the 2 Chi. And we are looking at some mathematics here, looking at which one's the best option, what's the best team setup. He moves the Dragon Ball coin onto Cell, probably just thinking maybe he will be able to discard warriors from his hand to beef up Cell. Of course, you can give him +1/+1 if you discard warriors from your hand, which makes him even more powerful. He's doing some additional counting, whether it's worth to have one team or have multiple teams, but he decides to just keep the one beefy team together with the lead of Super 17. And at this point, this team must be at least a team power of 16, if not more. And Kkaksjaudil decides to put the Tian-led team at the front of it. They just take the outstanding victory in the chin. So Tian is discarded into the Chi, and Krillin takes the damage. And of course, Super 17 has Thresh 1, and the team has a total value of 3 Fears. So Kkaksjaudil is very much looking to lose this game at this point. Unfortunately, he draws his penultimate card. There is only one card left in his planet now, so it's very much endgame at this point. I mean, his Goku is injured. He does a final Chi generation. He dumps his complete hand into the Chi, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 additional attack points given to SS3 Goku. And of course, Android 13, looking for his trucker head, decides to throw himself at the front of SSJ3 Goku and just take that hit. He of course gets destroyed, 2 damage, outstanding victory. At this point the turn counts this don't really matter, there are no cards that would have a higher turn cost than 8. But Saiyan plays, Dr. Gero does a search through his deck, selects Android 13 United, puts it at the top of his deck, and then he's looking at some team formation. He's got a massive armada down, and they're all very much in healthy status. So he decides to put the 2 androids back in together, 14 and 15. Cell is another team with Gero, and he keeps Super 17 as a third team. He's doing some maths, whether it's definitely working out. But all he's trying to do is literally just finish the game off at this stage. He's got the lead here. So he puts Krillin at the front of Cell, puts Goku at the front of 17, still takes the planet damage off 14 and 15, and of course basically the game is won by depleting Super Saiyan 3 Goku's deck here. So thank you very much guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. We have a couple more coming at your way. Make sure that you tune into my channel, which is of course Bus Saiyan, and of course make sure you tune into Kkaksjaudil's channel as well. You will find the links in the description below, and make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and of course share this video with your friends as well. Don't forget to subscribe to our Facebook Dragonball CCG group as well, and for that you will find the link down in the description below as well. But for now we're signing out. Peace.